In this video, I will walk you through the procedure of rewriting the equation of a circle so that you can see the center point and the radius more easily. And this will require us to use the method of completing the square. So let's take a look. We have this. We have x squared plus y squared minus 16x plus 14y plus 32, and all of this equals 0. There we are. So we have to transform this into the following form. X minus h squared plus, step aside friend. Okay, so x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. In other words, what we want to do, of course, is reveal the center point of the circle and the radius of the circle, because with those we can graph the circle very easily. If you tried graphing the left side in this form, I wouldn't even know where to begin, right? Well, that's not true, because we could find the x and y intercepts. We would know, but this shows what to do much more readily. Okay. So we will have to complete the square. So gather the x's together. So you have x squared minus 16x plus y squared plus 14y equals negative 32. Okay? So all I'm doing is taking the 32, moving into the right side, and then gathering the negative 16x with the x squared. Now we can complete the square on the x's and y's individually. So they will look like this. X minus a half of 16, which is 8. Square that. And then subtract from this the square of the 8, so that's 64. Apply the same to the y, so that's going to be y plus half of 14, which is 7. Square that, and then subtract from that half of the 7, which is 49. And then set all of this equals still to negative 32. Now you take the 64 and the 49 and move all of those to the right side. And write x minus 8 squared plus y plus 7 squared equals negative 32 plus 64 plus 49. Okay? So we are just about where we need to be. So now we write x minus 8 squared plus. And here, when you write this plus here, we write that as y minus a negative 7. And the reason is simple. Now you see the vertical shift. It's 7 down. That's why you want to write it that way. And this will be equal to 81. And then as the last step, the final form that's most useful and most revealing of the key pieces of information is x minus the positive 8 squared plus y minus the negative 7 squared equals 9 squared. So we can immediately write down the following key pieces of information. The center point of the circle is 8 positive and negative 7. And the radius of the circle is 9, like that. Okay, so with this information identified, of course, the next step is graph the circle. So construct an xy coordinate grid. This is the y-axis. What I'm drawing now is the x-axis. Mark points along the axis evenly spaced so it looks good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I may run out of space here. Okay, I should have made this bigger, so unfortunately I'll not be able to do a very good picture in this one, okay? But I will pretend I did not draw this one, okay? I'll just redraw the axes. Okay, so let's draw the axes again over here. You have it makes more sense to do it about like that, okay? So this is the x, this is the y. Mark the center point at 8 and negative 7 So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 and negative 7 is right here. And then you mark the radius. So the radius is 9. Which means if this is negative 7, go up 2 more, like that, okay? And I can unfortunately fit just a portion of the circle, but this would be the general idea here, okay? There we are. That would be a picture of our circle. It roughly looks like this, and remember the radius is 9, which means this is here r equals 9. The center comes from completing the square on the left side 2 times. Once you have those pieces of information, you can identify everything else. Okay? So that is it. Thank you for watching.